Do you like how short that is now?
It was nice.
Short. Is that nice and short?
I
Wasn't
like
like
the
this
burger art.
hour long. Did you like the burger art?
I loved it. Yeah.
How surprising did I know the chef J. Michael was going to do tacos? That's the impossible thing we have.
Going to now.
So, anyways, welcome everyone to Cisco's Virtual Kitchen or SVK Network podcast. We're live on all channels on demand on YouTube, everywhere else you want to listen to, watch us. You can just Google it. That's how we do it now, Victoria. Just Google SVK, Cisco's Virtual Podcast. We will come up, I promise you.
Look it up on the Google.
Look it up on the Google. On the Google. You're so young. That's awesome.
Look it up on the Google.
So, Victoria, can you introduce yourself and Chef J. Michael on who you are and a little bit, really quick, about the amazing Impossible Foods Company?
Absolutely. Thanks for having us again. I think this is our third time on the Cisco Virtual Kitchen. So I'm Victoria Proctor. I'm the, what am I? I'm the sales manager for brokers and distribution for Canada. So if you need anything Impossible sales-wise, I'm your person. And I'm joined with Chef J. Michael Melton from Oakland, California, and he's going to do a awesome run through of showing kind of the versatility of Impossible Foods and some of the amazing things he can do with us, and he'll be sharing some recipes as well. Chef?
Awesome. Chef, what are we doing?
We're going to take you through it today. You know, we've done a couple of shows on the lead up to understand a little bit more about Impossible and dig through the myths on the previous episodes. So check that one out if you haven't already. We went really technical with that. But now we're going to talk about the culinary performance. Building Impossible is really important to us, not only to get the flavor right, but the culinary experience right. So we're going to walk through a few recipes, help you understand about how you can work with it and how close it is to the experience of working with beef.
Now, I have so many questions on this because I think it's such a great point, and thank you again for doing this show today. Because I think there is a little bit of a, skeptical. Maybe some people are skeptical. Well, big words today. Those are big words for me today. But I think some people are a little worried to work with it. Do you find that, Chef?
Yeah, I do. And it's interesting. We realize that, you're not going to change somebody's diet. You got to meet people where they are. And the most discerning meat eater, we really want to challenge them to try Impossible. Check it out for yourself. And maybe it's not only eating it, but actually cooking with it and experience that, because we put a lot of work and effort into making sure the experience with Impossible is so close to meat. Basically, meat made from plants. We're just cutting out the middleman, the cow. Cows eat plants, turn it into meat. We're reducing that, cutting out the middleman and going straight to the source and providing a really awesome experience with a product that is super compelling, and you're not going to miss anything by eating Impossible. And if you want a burger, if you want tacos, if you want chili, just plugging my recipes in today.
Exactly. Well, I think the one thing, and then it was really nice to see the pub busters using your products right on their menus. I used that scenario and showed that show millions of times to people, just saying, "Hey, look at this! He put it right on his menu.
Yeah,
had it right on your menu, right?" So there's the proof in the pudding that it can be applied to pub menus. That still blows my mind.
Oh yeah, and he uses it all throughout his menu. He's got all the time. A lot of our customers do that. They have their anchor product on the menu, but then it can be used throughout any day part. I mean, don't want to steal Chef's thunder, but
if you're going to carry one SKU, make it do the work. Like, put it on the appetizer section. To your point, Jay, people are skeptical, so making sure that you put it in the appetizer section lowers the barrier for trial, so that people are like, oh, well, let's share it amongst the table versus committing to your full entree. You're able to try Impossible for the first time, split it amongst the table, and really get the feel for it without having that commitment to your full entree. And then once you like it, you can come back and get the entree the next time you visit the restaurant. But we're sort of going to dig into it today about how versatile it is and how you can cook with it in many different methods, from ground applications like the taco, from formed applications like a burger, or soups and sauces like a chili. It really does perform in any of those cooking methodologies. So as we're talking, we're just going to try to demonstrate that for you, given the recipes we selected today.
Perfect. And so out of all three, my challenge is the taco. Just because I don't know if it's going to perform in the taco, so you have to prove me wrong.
That's my weekly go-to at home. Just
Is that your?
and I've tricked some people. It's
Have
one to
you? Have
one.
you?
You swap it out 1-to-1 with beef. Absolutely.
See,
Yeah.
I don't think you mess with it, but you guys are going to prove me wrong. That's the only one that I'm thinking maybe it won't work, but I know Chef J. Michael will show me up. Yeah, it's not hard. It's not hard, buddy. So, anyways, we're going to break for a quick commercial. Not today. We're going to come back and watch Chef rock it out. We'll be right back.
Imagine both your front and back of house teams are so well trained that they're executing flawlessly. Your front of house is doubling your sales, boosting repeat business, and creating 5-star dining experiences, while your back of house is consistently preparing each dish to perfection, on time and to spec. Having a restaurant this dialed takes a unique training system. That's where Serve comes in. Serve means study restaurant variety, and it is a powerful, mobile training system, custom built to meet the needs of your restaurant. Serve will up-level your team's knowledge and skills, maximize your profits, and create experiences guests will rave about. Serve is the key to unlocking your restaurant's hidden potential, and will prove that the more your team is able to learn, the more your restaurant will earn. It's Serve, and it's a game changer. Ready to serve? Get started at servenow.com.
Awesome. Welcome back to Cisco's Virtual Kitchen. Impossible is in the house. Chef J. Michael. You are going to now create Americana burger.
Here we go. Let's do
Are
it.
you going to do it? So you can do this?
I am. I'll give a
I'm going to have a mojito over here. I mean, a virgin mojito. These are virgin, by the way. Don't need phone calls.
All right.
Don't need phone calls, Victoria.
All right.
So,
So I'm gonna do
so how's it? I got to ask. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt, Chef. You know.
yeah, go ahead.
So what do you do? Is that how it comes?
This is how it comes in retail. So
Okay.
start back just to show you what you might see in a grocery store, but it's the same.
Okay, wait. Whoa. 1 second. Put it closer.
How you love that?
19 grams of protein.
That's right. Zero
No.
cholesterol.
0 cholesterol.
0.
That's right. And 33%
Not
less.
pointing fingers. Not pointing fingers at other products out there. You know, hamburger. No, that stuff. But does it like it's obviously there's more cholesterol in real stuff, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if the doc tells you to cut out cholesterol and you have to cut out red meat, this is your answer.
That's what happened. Okay, I get it. Okay, sorry. I thought it was very impressive. It's 19%.
Protein, but it's not less
Grab.
cholesterol. It's 0 cholesterol.
0. There's none.
That's right. 0.
That's
Sorry.
right.
Sorry. I was just impressed by the 19 because I think that's equal, isn't it? It's got to be equal.
In a lot of ways, we're very comparable, and we did that deliberately. In the nutrition facts panel, we're very comparable to beef, but in areas where we can excel and be better than, we've done that too, and we continue to upgrade our product as we find ways to take on better attributes nutritionally. We incorporate that into the product and share that with our customers.
That's awesome, dude. You guys don't hide anything. You're just straight out, 100% transparent. I love that.
That's one of our ideals, and I think that transparently, we're going to go through a little bit of the technical information about this product. That just a simple, quick recap. So if you think about meat as muscle tissue, connective tissue, fat, those are the 3 building blocks of any meat. Our muscle tissue is soy protein. Our connective tissue is cellulose, added in jams or jellies. It makes it malleable in its raw state, but also helps it to bind together and form. Our fat is sunflower oil and coconut fat. And then our magic or secret ingredient is heme. Heme drives that red color. It's the flavor driver in meat, flavor driver in our product. Heme occurs naturally in all living things, but occurs abundantly in meat. We derive ours from a plant source and produce it at scale through fermentation to add to our product in the same abundance as you would find in a meat product in order to drive those flavor characteristics. So that was a lot, but let's get into to working with it. The one magical thing about heme is it's transformative, meaning it changes from red to brown as you cook it. So the culinary performance, as much as the sensory performance is important to us, so is the culinary experience. You can see the raw handling.
Mhm.
is pretty simple.
So
But as I'm
good.
doing, I just formed a burger really quickly. This is a nice, really good sized burger. Um, and what I meant earlier about the transformative qualities, you're actually going to see it change from red to brown. So your sort of memory in and around cooking and how you expect this to show up is going to be very reminiscent of beef in that same way. So as we cook it, the coconut fat, you can hear it. It does two things. It renders the same as beef, so you'll see that fat render out. And it also acts as a flavor delivery system. Wow, I wish you could smell this. I can already smell those like super beefy notes from this. But you can hear it because that fat is beginning to melt, and it also acts again as a flavor delivery. It coats your palate with those flavors that we've produced by how we design this product, and it cooks very similar to beef.
Mm.
So as we cook this, you'll start to see it sort of change from red to brown. With that, how you want it cooked from medium rare to well done. Your internal temperature, or excuse me, the color is going to reflect the internal temperature. So if you cut it in half at mid rare, it's going to visually represent and look mid rare when you cook it. If you cook it to well done, it will go from that reddish color to that brownish opaque color that you would expect when you reach 160 degrees or well done. So it's going to be, it's going to perform in that way. It's kind of crazy. It's awesome in that way.
I think you notice too, there's no binders in that. You didn't add anything to hold it together. It's you're cooking. It's like a pure plant-based meat burger.
100%. Salt and pepper, but this product.
Now, is that going to stay together, Chef?
Absolutely.
Is that really going to stay together?
Yeah.
Without question. So you can begin to see to get a little bit closer with this, just to see if you can sort of see that transformation right at where it's hitting the grill. You see it starting to change to a brown color. So what you want to do is you want to drive that caramelization or that Maillard reaction, the same experience that you would have in meat. That's what we designed this product to do, so that we're driving those flavors. So anytime you're working with Impossible, if you're achieving that crust, you're going to achieve more flavor or deeper flavor notes, just as you would with an animal product.
Cool. So, Victoria, I have a question for you. Now, where is plant-based right now? This movement or this whole new world that these companies have introduced us to over the last few years. Is it increasing, stabilizing? What's happening right now in the market of it? Is restaurateurs still embracing it more? Is it going up?
I definitely think it's going up. I think that there's a lot of saturation in the marketplace. I think that there's a lot of Me Too's. And I think in some way, from a climate change perspective, that's a good thing. But I think that there is some confusion in the market. So I think that the proverbial cream will rise to the top, and the true pioneers and the, I'm biased. So I think that Impossible is definitely leading the way and has a pure product that the customers will come back to time and time again. I think that the ones that are kind of the Me Too's will probably fall by the wayside, but I think that there's definitely tons of runway. There's this isn't a fad. It's not something that's going away. More and more doctors are saying that they're recommending a plant-based diet. It's definitely, I think that the market's going to hone itself, and I think that the demand will continue to increase. People will continue to want a quality product, though.
Yeah, and I think more and more people trying it just gets their minds blown.
You ready for the flip?
Oh yeah, here we go. Flip. Now this is where I curse.
Yeah, okay.
It usually falls apart.
So again, achieving that Maillard, that burger crust, that flavor that you're expecting. It's so reminiscent. Again, you've seen that transformation of the heme changing from red to brown. So it's giving you that visual representation of meat. And, you're not going to have a learning curve. Other plant-based meats don't have this. That's one thing that sets us apart. And it is our technology and our IP, if you will, that drives that special part about Impossible.
Wow. That's a big burger. Wow.
It is.
So Okay, so the market. So we're going to go on. I agree with you, Victoria, that we are going to see some of these places purchase because I have tried some of them, right? But you guys invest in research and changing and
Absolutely.
trying new things all the time, right? You guys have a
Absolutely.
what other products you guys carry? Just share some.
Chuck, Chef, do you want to speak to the products
Now you
that
guys got excited when I said
yeah,
other products. You're like,
100%. Like I love all of our products. Obviously, we the ground informed technology. We leveraged our understanding and work with the Impossible Burger or our beef product in order to accelerate into other animal categories, if you will. We took the worst first approach. So obviously, we're a sustainability company. That's our mission. So beef has the largest detriment on the planet. So we started with beef. Then we went to pork. So we have a ground pork product. Not all of which is available in Canada yet. So Victoria will speak to exactly what's available in Canada for you after I pass the mic. But so we did the pork product. We went on to chicken, and then different formats. We have case sausage. It's the first traditionally case sausage in the world from plant based. That's available in retail. We have a breakfast sausage product that's fantastic. We have different size patties, a quarter pound and third pound. We have the chicken nuggets. We're coming out with loads of innovation down the line, but we will not put out a product unless it's as good or better than the animal counterpart. So we do heavy testing internally to make our products great, but then we test it against the flagship or gold standard to make sure that we are standing up to the challenge to be that one-to-one replacement. So, Victoria, if you want to go through what's currently available in Canada today, I think that would be
absolutely. Yeah, sadly we only have 4 SKUs, but in Canada,
that's
but
not
they're
sad. That's not sad. You guys,
oh,
those
it
are
is
4 good
because
SKUs.
there's so many great things coming in the U.S. and I'm always trying internally to get some more of those items here. But we have the bulk ground that Chef J. Michael's using. We also have the burger, the ready to go raw burger, and we have the chicken nuggets, which we recently launched, and the ready to eat breakfast patty, which has been really, really, really popular with.
Yeah.
Especially with a lot of the issues that food service is having now with staffing, and it's fully cooked, right? It's fully cooked, so there's no food safety issues there. It's ready to go, and
the breakfast sausage is fully cooked.
that's right. No, ready to eat breakfast patty. Yeah.
All right.
So I have a question. Oh, sorry. Are you gonna put that together, Chef?
Unless you had a question.
Well, I want to ask this one question because I know I had that breakfast sausage at the Restaurants Canada show this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. I do remember. See, how much stuff I've ate since then till now, and I still remember it.
Had an effect on you, I remember.
I know it was awesome. I think the thing is that your products, in a sense, have such a great value proposition on a menu, right? If you put it on there, I can charge more because they know it's quality product as an operator. Chef Mike, you didn't cut it too.
We
Yeah, look at that.
Look how awesome that is.
Medium well.
No
Right there.
way.
See the pink still going. We got the flag. Just to let you know, this passing through the dining room, there's no question it's an impossible.
Are you kidding me? Look how big
That stuff's available free to our operators. We have all sorts of items like burger wraps and flags and signage and things that are just they're free of charge. If you're selling our product, we want to help you let people know that this is Impossible you're serving.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
How's that burger?
It's a burger. You'd never be able to tell, The same burger experience. It's got those beefy notes. It's got the chew. The texture is on point. So from appearance to texture to flavor, you should go try it if you haven't already.
There we go. Awesome. Well, we're going to cut for a quick commercial, and we're going to come back with Chef. A couple more ideas: the taco and the chili. And anything else, Victoria, as we go to the commercial?
No, I think we're going to be putting those recipes up as well after we watch Chef do those for people at home.
We should do the burger one. So if you go here, this is the burger. You go there, but we'll also include it in our YouTube channels, and also Spotify and everything else. So you can click on it and go right to these recipes. Did you make these recipes, Chef?
I did. Yeah. We have these. It doesn't stop there. There's a ton of other ideas. Also, if you're really a big fan, we did write a cookbook with a bunch of chefs.
Whoa, wait a minute.
We'll have to send you one. We'll have to send you a cookbook. For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome
Did
photos.
Is that your book then?
It is.
Are you kidding me? How awesome is that? Let's be honest.
Great. So we have a ton of recipes on the website. We have a ton of recipes, really great recipes in here, from starters to burgers to entrees. Ton of different stuff here, a ton of different stuff on the website. So if these 3 recipes we share with you today aren't enough to get the juices flowing, we got plenty more.
Unbelievable. Chef, whole different level of respect now. So happens you get a book, Victoria. Anyways, we're going to cut to the commercial. I want a book so bad. And
Get you a
we'll
book.
be right back.
Writing it
I
down.
need a book. Yes, write that down. Hat
Well-
too, new one.
Jay.
Anyways, we'll be right back after this. Welcome, Victoria. What are you doing? You're writing down my address for this book?
Sorry, I've already got your address.
Beautiful cookbook. That's it. Seriously, it's a beautiful, beautiful cookbook. So
It is.
I will put it up right there. That's the spot right there for you. We'll move old pierogies. Jeez, I can't even move my fingers right. And we'll put your cookbook right there. I'm gonna stand for it. Anyways, welcome back, everyone, to Cisco's Virtual Kitchen. Chef J. Michael, what are we up next? With
So
Impossible?
again, we did the formed applications. Now we're going to do a ground application to show you like just how Impossible performs in any atmosphere that ground beef would. Any recipe. So think about methodology. We did a form with a burger. You could do skewers and form skewers on a wooden skewer. If you wanted to do it on the grill, ground applications like tacos. We're gonna add a little bit of seasoning. I just made this morning. A little bit of oregano, some ancho chili, some garlic powder, onion powder, cumin. It takes seasoning and aromatics really well. You don't have to do dry seasoning. You can add, if you wanted to do, onions and garlic, fresh onions, fresh garlic as a supplement for sure. But it does take seasoning and aromatics really well. That's how we're going to drive that taco flavor, just as you would with beef. Add a touch more. I'm going to show you exactly how this cooks up. I'm going to break it up. As you can see, Jay, you said you were worried about this application, but I'm going to crumble it just as you would with beef. We're going to see how this goes.
I was thinking that you're going to show me up on this one.
Spoiler alert, I've done this before, and it's going to work great.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert, I didn't know. There you go, Victoria. She's like all calm there. You frozen? Is your camera frozen?
I'm telling you, I use this. This is Taco Tuesday here. I don't use ground beef anymore.
Why would you? This is awesome.
And nobody complains.
Chef, big question for handling. I know we talked about handling before a few times, but so is there like less of a scare or fear about this compared to like a raw burger meat?
Great question. And I would say that it has high water activity and a neutral pH, which is similar to any beef product. So you want to, handle it with the same care and concern as serving any product. So it is fully cooked at 160 degrees. But, the health department requires that other meats are cooked to a specified temperature. So we do, enlist the same handling as you would with ground beef. Is it safer? You can look at the processing of meat versus the processing and how the clean ingredients going in can result in cleaner ingredients coming out. So I'll let you deduce your own thoughts there. I don't want to go into don't want to go too deep into that conversation. It's not very appetizing. So in that sense, there is a column, win category column for us because our ingredients start as plants.
Now, is there, sir? I never asked this question. When you say plants, what kind of plants? What do they look like?
Yeah, so it's a soy protein. It's a textured vegetable protein. It starts out kind of like a dry cereal, if you would, and it's hydrated with the other elements of our product and ingredients to give it that pliable texture that you would understand in the raw handling. And again, as it cooks, our cellulose makes it malleable, and then it helps to bind it in its cooked state. So as you can see, we're getting there. But yeah,
Browning up nicely.
rounding up nicely. You can kind of see it. I'll get
Oh, jeez.
Still got a little bit of a touch of red, but you're going to cook that out just as you would with traditional ground beef. And again, it's reacting and responding in the same way. There's no learning curve. This is what you would expect cooking ground beef. It's what you can expect in cooking Impossible. And then again, Jay, back to, I'm sort of switching gears, but sunflower oil and coconut fats allow that fat. You can see the white specks in the raw product that are the coconut fat. Coconut fat melts at a little bit lower temperature than beef fat, but again, we're utilizing that to render as it cooks. It also coats your palate again with those latent flavors, just as you would have with animal proteins. All right. I'm going to warm up some tortillas, build our tacos, make it super appetizing just to prove my point over here.
But you notice you don't have that huge circle of fat that you have to drain. Like you just
Good point.
right. I mean, he's cooking the taco shells right next to him.
It's a great product to work with. It's super versatile. It's a lot of fun. I mean, you can really push the limit. Any recipe that I would challenge that any recipe you use with ground beef, grab Impossible and just insert it really quickly and see what the result is. I had somebody email me the other day, actually this chili recipe that we're doing today. They served it at a cook-off. I've never met this person before. They reached out to me on LinkedIn, and they won against meat
What?
chili.
No, whoa. What?
They did that. Yeah, he said he didn't tell anybody. It was his particular recipe was fully plant-based, and he won against animal entries in the contest. I don't know how many people entered. I think it was a dozen or so. All the same, he took top prize, and he reached out to me to say that he felt like we won it together because he used my recipe.
Dude, that's
Believe
awesome.
it. And look at that. You notice there's no shrinkage in like like you would with ground beef. He didn't add anything to it. He cooked it up.
28% greater yield with Impossible versus 80/20.
How much more?
28% greater yield than 80/20 beef. So I put down some salsa verde. We have
So technically, you just save people money by switching.
Yeah, you can use a lower raw weight. So our quarter pound would probably match up to closer to like a third pound beef burger end cook weight. So your amount going in is much less to achieve a greater amount after cook weight.
Wow.
All right, we had the salsa verde. I got a little cilantro and onions. We're gonna hit it with some chipotle lime crema.
You guys know how to make tacos like incredibly well.
Well, he's in California too, right?
In California too. You guys are
Got
just
those California tacos going.
yeah.
That
That's
avocado, I can't see.
Little
not what I.
Well,
we got to do it right
yeah,
over here on the West Coast, and boom.
look at that.
Love it, dude.
And just
Chef,
so you know,
incredible.
I do eat my own work. I'll prove it to you.
Just as we do this, we're gonna put up the link to this recipe
Wow.
right there. Boom. So also we're gonna keep the links so you can go right over there and Check out Chef J. Michael's recipes on Impossible.
Absolutely. Check out and like there's those recipes. Go on the website. There's so many recipes. Follow us on social media. There's so many recipes. I mean, the product is so versatile. You'd be shocked and impressed and just
I
try
think
it.
I think we just have to say it. Just go and buy it and then try it.
That's right.
You just say it. You can say that,
Buy it
Victoria.
and try it.
Just go buy it and try it.
Yeah, look
Because
for
of
your
where you
menu. If you look like to Chef J. Michael's point, it does the work for you. It's a workhorse. Like get this product in. You can start it off as an appetizer, get the buy-in, get people comfortable with it, get your customers comfortable with it, get people talking about it. We have the products to let your customers know that you're using Impossible free of charge. The burger wraps, the signage, all that stuff for your menu.
You could go into a cook-off and win.
That's another way to do it. Yeah.
Do it that way too.
So just showing you a base here. I made this.
Okay, I gotta watch this because I make chili every Sunday.
So this chili, I made the base ahead of time just for the magic of television, so that we already had something prepared. It's got it's a 3-bean chili, so we have some black beans, some kidney beans, and some white beans. Additionally, we have onions, garlic, celery, carrots, bell peppers, a seasoning of paprika and chili powder and cumin and coriander, as well as a little bit of touch of cayenne. Add a little bit of acid with the vinegar, apple cider vinegar, just a touch to round out the flavor. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the meat off. How I would do this in a pan before is I would cook the Impossible, get that and develop that crust by itself. If you cook it with the other vegetables, those other vegetables release liquid, and you're not going to get that crust that you're looking for. I cook the Impossible first. I pull it, then that fond or those crispy bits on the bottom of the pan, you're going to actually throw your vegetables right into that pot, and that liquid will help to release that fond or the good stuff off the pan and build those flavors. And so then I just added, my stock and tomato sauce and all of my seasonings, built the chili out. So we're going to do it a little bit reverse because time is of the essence for our show today. But I'm going to cook off some Impossible. I'm going to add it to this and show you a great chili recipe, and you can go make it for yourself with the recipe on the link.
Jeez, this would be so cool. So this is so another question for you, Victoria. Do you find the younger generations are more open to this, or is it all generations?
I think it's all generations, and I think health is still the driver. I think health, that depends on who you speak with, but our studies just showed that definitely health is the driver. And so as people, older generations, they're being told about their cholesterol probably. So with zero cholesterol in Impossible beef, that's definitely something that would be a driver. But younger people are looking at the environment. They're looking at what they're putting into their bodies. When they go to a restaurant, they want to know what's on the menu, where it's sourced from. They want all the information. So Impossible definitely checks all those boxes.
So can you give us some stats just regarding like the environmental impacts that you guys are saving out there? Do you have some of that?
I think, Chef, you have the stats better
Probably
than I
like this.
We do have we do life cycle analysis on each one of our individual products. So what I said before, when we do the worst first approach, obviously beef has the largest detriment. So we always do the life cycle analysis to show the offset for land, water usage, and greenhouse gas emissions versus the animal counterpart that we're talking about. So for our beef, we have a specific life cycle analysis. I can't recall exactly what the numbers are, but I'll tell you roughly, don't quote me on it. It's over 90% less land, roughly about 90% less greenhouse gas emissions, maybe 89%. And then around 70 to 80% less water, less water than the animal. So each, whether you're talking about our chicken nuggets, we have a life cycle analysis. We have for pork, we also have it for beef, and we have an impact calculator on our website. So you can go in.
Whoa! Wait a minute. You got a calculator?
We have an impact calculator, and what you can do is you can put in. So Jay, if you went and had a 1/4 pound burger today, you can go put in a quarter pound of impossible, and you can see what you personally offset in the areas of land, greenhouse gas emissions, and water. Pretty cool.
No way.
That's on the website. You can check it out.
Can I bring it up on the screen? Do you mind, Chef?
Man.
Sure.
Can I do that? Can I do this? Is like you're blowing my mind now.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much, Victoria, by the way.
No, that's honestly when I first that's an awesome thing to do, and the beef has the largest impact. So which is why we've led with the beef.
And I mean, honestly, I mean, think about it. You could go volunteer your time. You can do so many things to impact the world. But what an easy thing to do to change one of your.
Oh no! Wait! Okay,
Exactly.
sorry, Chef. I'm like all excited here, like a little kid with a calculator.
I want to see it.
Okay, let's do this. I got it up there on the screen. Okay, tell me what to do here. Got kilograms of burgers. So
Use your sliding scale.
Do it in Canadian, yeah, kilograms.
Oh, you want to do Canadian, or you just want to do like
It
everyone
doesn't
else?
matter. Doesn't matter. Put in pounds. Yep.
I do pounds. I know 8-ounce patty. Don't get fancy me on Victoria. Okay, so how much pound? We're gonna do like 1 pound. So that's 2
Do
burgers.
1 pound. Do 1 pound. I mean, that's 4 burgers. You know.
Okay, or 4. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let me just try to scale it down. Is that 1 pound right there?
Can't see the cursor.
You move your yeah, it's over the. I see 6.
I know. I'm trying. I think this is 1 pound.
Yeah.
No, it's got to be. So let's do. We got to go a little higher. Maybe go.
One.
Oh, here we go. 4-ounce patty.
4-ounce patty. There you go.
There you go.
1 4-ounce patty. See the offset. Scroll down.
4. Here we go.
Yeah.
So
More. Keep scrolling. Yep. There you go.
no wait. So scroll.
I think you need to put more. I think you need to put yeah.
You got to slide your. You got to slide.
You got to slide the scale because I don't think you added yeah. So it'll say like yeah, slide it a little bit to the right. There you go. So 44 ounce.
Okay.
Patties. So look at a restaurant.
about
They're
a
going
case.
through case of patties. That's your impact.
120
way.
grams of this is how much you offset by choosing impossible instead of beef. 9.8 days of personal water use, 15.2 trees, and 122 kilograms of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, just by selecting impossible as a dietary choice over beef.
Now, please tell me that this is what I think. That you print these off and you put these in your restaurant.
You can, absolutely.
Sure
And at the
can.
end of the calendar, at the
Yeah,
end of the
Instagram.
calendar year, you can see exactly how much you use and exactly how much impact you had.
It's a huge marketing tool a restaurant can use, and it's free to use on our website.
Huge.
Everybody wants to feel good about their choices. This makes it really easy to feel good, right?
This is insane. Amazing. That is incredible. That is a cool. Just win hands down best calculator of the year. There you go, Victoria. You got
You
number
can
1 in
download
this
it.
one.
Download that. They can
I've
share
seen
that on
some. Well, so cool. So we can put the link here to on our YouTube channel and everything else, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
That'd be a
Wow.
great, Instagram story or for a restaurant.
Okay. So let's just play, guys. One more play here, Chef, before you
That's
go
right.
to you.
Clean
So
up.
let's say I know, like, let's say a restaurant's probably going through four cases, let's say, of burgers a week, maybe more. Average, small place, small town, Alberta.
5.
Okay, so we go. Is that
200.
what's 200 and what? 220?
That's fine. Yeah. For the purpose of magic.
No way.
Yeah. Like that's weekly. That's an impact,
Jeez.
right? Like that's a massive marketing statement as well, not just the fact that that's awesome. That's something that people can feel good about.
5 point.
So you can change the
I'm blown
metrics
away.
every time you want to see liters of water or days of water use, how many times you could fill the Monterey Bay Aquarium. We've done some fun, different sort of challenge metrics. So however you want to see the data points manifest, whether it's days of water use, liters of water, and there's drop downs for each one. So I think it's tennis courts, trees, and I can't remember the other one, but it's a fun way to really understand your impact in a different
I know
way.
I know what Jay's doing for the rest of the afternoon.
All right. The chili, we seared
I'm
off.
gonna put this in social. It's incredible.
I'm going to add in our 3-bean chili with Impossible. It's a chunky chili. That's what I like it. And I
You
also
can use
use,
that up to yourself, how cold it is.
I use the crema for this as well. Kind of love this stuff. And then why not? We'll go back to the avocado, making our debut. Just a little slice there.
So good.
Avocado right at the top. And boom, there you have it. A great, super chunky, meaty chili made from plants.
Beautiful.
Wow. Unbelievable. Well, thank you so much, Chef. And Victoria, just sort of blowing my mind today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us. So
I
you're
never
gonna
saw
put
that
that up
calculator
on
before. That was incredible.
you're gonna put that calculator up on the website. It's a great tool. I think it's a great marketing tool.
He's also no. I'm like sitting here going like I'd be like, everyone, have you seen? Take their order and have you seen this calculator before? Right? I can use that calculator in a restaurant a million different ways. Right?
I can't stay out of this chili.
Chef, you just keep enjoying.
I
Anyways,
understand.
we're gonna
Jay, and then with the cookbook, and then I have big expectations of the products that what you're gonna cook up for us with Impossible. Maybe that's the next show.
Oh yeah, watch Jay cook. That's
What are we
great.
talking about next, Chef? What do you think?
We'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments what you want to see from Impossible. We started taking you through the cooking methodology. We debunked the myths, got really deep on the technical information. That's a previous episode if you want to check it out. We also interviewed one of our partners in Canada to showcase how they use it on their menu. We went through today and walked through different cooking methodologies and showed you just how easy it is to use in any type of recipe that you would use ground beef in. Impossible delivers in that way. But what do you want to see next? We can go through anything. If there's something you want me to focus on, a specific recipe, a challenge that you've had in working with plant-based, we're here to help, and we're here to tell the story of Impossible and how it can help you.
Awesome. Well, Chef, thank you so much. I just realized there's also birds on your calculator.
He's lost.
Do you hear the birds?
What happened?
Yeah, well, I know I had to turn it off. It's so cool. Anyways, well, thank you both for being on the show. First of all, a huge shout out to Impossible Foods. Just on what you guys do. You always step up. You always show us amazing ideas. Chef J. Michael, thanks again for these awesome ideas. He's got a cookbook out. Go to the site. They can order it from the site. I'm assuming people can get their cookbook.
Yeah,
from the site.
or Amazon. It's a quick.
Or Amazon. Great. You're on Amazon too.
One of those quick.
I want to be on Amazon cookbook. That's incredible. First of all, it's awesome. You guys always step up. I am probably one of your biggest fans out there. Your products always are incredible. Chef Schultz also commented saying that companies with, he thinks that companies with the quality products will survive, by the way. And you guys definitely do. So thank you so much. All the things you guys do for us on our shows, and also for everyone else. If you didn't miss today's show live, we are on demand on all channels out there, you name it, everywhere. Plus, I'm also doing Jay's top 20 items of the year after 300 and some shows later. So you may see this product come up soon that we saw today. And to everyone else, get out there, support our industry, and try this calculator because I'm going to geek out later with it. So thanks so much, both of you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Hey.